as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hey folks, well, it's going to be a show of one today. It's just me, and I'm going to hold down the fort as best I can. So let's get this thing rolling. It's Monday, December 8th, and you've turned into the People's Patriot Project, WeP3 Weekly Debrief. Proudly produced in partnership with Wreaths Across America Radio. Together we share a mission to remember the fallen, honor those who've served, and teach future generations the value of freedom, a freedom secured by the brave men and women who wear our nation's uniform. Welcome to the debrief, folks. It's just me, and I'm here with my crack crew of me, myself, and I. And we're here to catch you up on what we've been doing over the past week and to spotlight the amazing work others are doing to support our mission of service, connection, and healing. First, a big shout out to our incredible guests and the watchers from last night's show. Thank you for being a part of the mission. And I was one of the incredible guests. We also want to recognize our newsletter sponsors who help keep our mission moving forward. Catch 22, the Boho Hobos Hideaway. I've been waiting to say that. Corporate Mark and Operation Texas Strong. Thank you for standing with us. And a special thanks as well to Joe Maish and Temple Massager. I'm going to get me one of those one of these days. And don't forget, you can also watch We Got Your Six at 6 on Wreaths Across America Radio every Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. Listen in on the iHeartRadio, Odyssey, or TuneIn apps. Just search for Wreath. And we know why we get to do this. Thank you to the service members and first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life to give us the freedom that we have that allows us to do what we do daily. Okay, well, last night we had me. There was a little bit of a snafu went on, and our two scheduled folks weren't able to make it. So thankfully, I got to talk about my book. And anytime I can talk about my books is a good day for me. But there wasn't a lot of extra stuff to go in. We had a guest come in and join us, and between him and me and Andrea and Mark, we did a full show. So I'm sure we'll be back on track again next week with our guests. So that'll be all sorted out and everything will be back to normal. And we'll make sure that we continue to play the best music and have the best guests. Now last night, we played some of our favorites out of the archives. And we had music by Michael John, Brooks Herring, Joe Van Newman, and Billy Ray Wheaton. We heard Life is Good from Michael John, and that's always one of my favorites. Well, of course, they're all my favorites. I love anything veteran, and veteran musicians are amazing in my mind. why they don't get more playtime on the big things. But Brooks Herring had Small Town Hero. Joanne Newman had Whiskey Love. And Billy Ray Wheaton had Starting Over. And all 4 songs were just great. Loved listening to them. I'd play them again, but I don't know if I can mash the buttons correctly. So let's move on. Oh, and the one thing I didn't get to do last night, which I really hate missing, I love the news stories. And we had a really good story that we're going to put off till next week for this really happened, the part of the news that we talk about, strange things that happen. And so make sure you dial in on Sunday because you'll get a kick out of this one. I'm not going to tell you, but I did do the elephant story. If you missed that, it'll be a long time before we go into that again. The next thing we want to remind folks of is wreaths across America. The wreath laying, I believe, is next Saturday, I think. And don't hold me to it because I don't have the date down here. But if my memory is correct, and that's a far stretch, that's when it'll be. There's also an opportunity. You can go to YouTube and catch the episode that we aired on Sunday. If you want to watch it again, just go there and look up the People's Patriot Project, WeP3. So check us out at the People's Patriot Project. We got your 6 at 6 featured with Heroes Media Group. Every Sunday night, we are here at 1800 Central Time on Facebook, and the show can be found weekly on all major podcast sources, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Heroes Media Group, YouTube, Rumble, and the website for the group. On that note, please go check out our YouTube page, and we ask that you subscribe so that we can build toward a monetized site that can help support all we do with the People's Patriot Project. And that's really important. A lot of times people go and they'll watch a video and they'll go all the way through it. If you get a chance, you can reach your finger up, hit the like button. That's really important. And then while you're at it, move on over a little bit and hit the subscribe. That goes a long way toward helping the organization out. And we're striving to increase our reach and join others in the fight against mental, physical, and emotional scarring. And as always, one is just too many. And we're going to talk a little bit about some other stuff before we sign off. Like I said, this is going to be a quick and dirty version because I can talk to myself, but somebody would probably turn me in and I'd have to go and see the doctor. So just rambling on to the air isn't going to get me a lot. So let's head back over here. And I'm sorry, I'm bouncing around to things trying. I need more training. I need to know what button to mash. But like everything, when you do it enough times, it becomes second nature. So heck, another 6 months or so, and I'll be able to get up here and pound the buttons as well as anybody. And we'll have a real 60-minute show instead of 15 or 20. But it sure is glad to be on here. And Jeremy Daniels, thanks for signing in, brother. Always good to see you up there. And if anybody has any any suggestions or preferences on people we should try to bring on the show, just let us know, because we're always willing to reach out and get people to go on the show whenever we can. And it's always good to have people in line and avoid the things that we've ran into the last couple of weeks, scrambling to find folks to fill the spaces. But if you know of a veteran singer, or you know of a group of folks that's doing great things, send us a note and we'll contact them and see if we can get them on. That's all I got my classmate on a couple shows ago. And man, I haven't seen him in a long time. But it sure was nice to have him on the show. And I think we kind of took over the talking on that one. But when you haven't seen someone for a long time that you've known for 40 plus years, you kind of can't hold back. So I hope you all enjoyed that one. Firejet, Bill Beaver, and great guy. But I can't even go over my stories because I want to save them. They were all so good. Well, let's do this. Let me see if I can find. I'll find one, and we'll go over one. Which one should I do? Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. So there was an item that was auctioned off recently, and it's so crazy. It was a Fabergé egg crafted for Russian royalty, and this little trinket sold for over $30 million. It's just mind-boggling. I mean, I'm sure it's one of a kind, and I'm sure it's very nice for a little handmade egg, but $30 million. And it looks like it was 4 inches tall and made from finely carved rock crystal. It wasn't even a jewel, it was rocks covered in a delicate snowflake motif wrought in platinum. Oh, there you go. Oh, and it had 4,500 tiny diamonds, but still 30 million bucks. Got to be out of your mind. So the sale price topped the last one that they sold. That was 18.5 million. So it's a little less than doubling the highest price from the previous egg. So I guess they had a lot of these things. And it says that the original craftsman, Peter Carl Fabergé, and his company created more than 50 of these eggs for Russia's imperial family between 1885 and 1917, and each elaborately unique and containing a hidden surprise. Yeah, the hidden surprise is stinking $30 million. But, I don't know. Sometimes it's like my dad used to tell me, sometimes people got more dollars than cents, and cents, S-E-N-S-E, not C-E-N-T-S. And that would be one of the times, because 30 million bucks. Go figure. Well, I want to do one more. They're going to yell at me. I don't care. It won't be the first time I've been yelled at. I'm going to do the crazy story. This one's really good. And this is huge out here on the East Coast. It seems that there was a raccoon who got into a liquor store in Virginia. And this raccoon knocked over a bunch of bottles on the lowest level of the shelves and then drank the liquor. and they found this poor thing sprawled out next to a toilet in the bathroom. drunker than a skunk. And now there's all kinds of things going on. There's a charity that's making up T-shirts, and they're saying "trashed panda," and it's got the exact picture here of the panda splayed out on the floor next to the toilet, and they're selling them to raise money. And they have some other stuff too. And a lot of people don't know, but if you're down in the South, there's a semi-pro baseball team called the Trash Pandas, and they've got all kinds of gear to go with their raccoon in the trash can. It's pretty neat. If you get a chance, you might want to take a look at that. But I hate to be short, folks, but I don't have much else to share with you. And I don't even think I have the sheet for next week's guests. But nobody really is that worried about who they are. You all know they're going to be good. The music will be good. And the group that's brought in to talk, they'll be good too. So all I can tell you is make sure you tune in, and God bless you all. And if I can figure out how to do this, I'm going to play us a song to get out of here. But we're going to be awful short. All right. Let me see if I can crank this up, and hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll just come back and sign off. Take care, folks. God bless you. God bless all of our veterans and first responders and those serving our country in the armed forces.
Motorcycle wheels and highway dust, and the meaning of "in God we trust." Faded tattoos of the stars and stripes, and the courage to stand and fight. Yeah, I've got this tattoo of the stars and stripes, and I'm not afraid to stand and fight. Some things are